Hi everyone, this is Cody Smith. Welcome to my channel, Cody Smith Peer Support with Christ. I just want to let everyone know I'm still working on my book, The World of Disability, and I'm working on chapter 4, where I'm going into what is the origin of disability, kind of comparing the evolutionary and creation debate and seeing what does the evidence point to. And I'm also going to be looking at things such as is there evidence for the Tower of Babel, depending on where you are and how you pronounce that. Seeing that there's evidence for that and adding in some quotations. And um, then I will be going in chapter 5, I will be doing about the scientific laws of the universe and seeing what they have to say. So that's what I'm going to do for this video, and I'm hoping to have the book be roughly around 300 pages and be about 20 chapters, 15 pages apiece, roughly, because I want it to be kind of in the middle of what is typical for a memoir. And after I finish that, I will put all of my resources in the back of the books in an appendix glossary section where you will actually have all of the articles that I've used as my resources. And I welcome all questions and comments from my readers and from my video viewers to please ask questions, engage in dialogue with me, because I want this to be a conversation, not just me telling you things. I want it to be a one on one or group discussion because I want us to understand each other as people because we're all fully human. We're not different forms of humans because a group of us has disabilities and a group of us does not. We're all human. We just have different circumstances going on, like a group of us has disabilities and groups of us have a different disability than another group. So there are subgroups, just like there are subgroups of ethnicities, but we're all basically still human because we have the same basic internal qualities and characteristics, no matter what we look like on the outside or what we're going through in our external lives. Internally, we're all still the same. So that is what I'm trying to show here. I'm also trying to figure out what does this point to? Does this point to evolution or does this point to a mind like the God of the Bible? And does the origin of something like disability mean that we've evolved and become stronger, as the vulnerable ape theory suggests, meaning that we've improved, which I mentioned in this chapter as well, where we slowly changed from apes into humans and gained the abilities to walk upright and things like that, and gained the ingenuity to build technology to help us with problems like how to develop canes and other assisted technology, which we still do to this day. We still develop assistive technology for disabilities, but at the same time, I want to know, out of the two theories, which one does the evidence point to? And that's all I'm trying to show. And I want to also show that no matter what, disability or not, we're all equally and fully human. Therefore, we deserve the same rights as each other, and we should not be looked down upon because of a circumstance that we did not have any choice in, say in, cause, or anything like that. So I want us all to look at each other as I'm human, you're human, you've lived a life, you've experienced things, so you have a story, so do I. Let's sit down, let's share our stories, let's get to know each other, and if we could bond and build a relationship, no matter what type of relationship that may be, or how deep of a relationship it may be, let's try to connect and get to know each other, see where it goes, and what if there's something you may be lacking in that I may be good at, I can help you figure out how to overcome that. And there's something I'm lacking in that you're good at, and you may be able to help me figure out how to get past that, and we may be able to help each other and equally contribute to society to the best of our abilities, even if it's not exactly one to one, dollar for dollar equal, and that is all I really care about. And that is why I'm fighting for disability rights and using my own personal story to do so because, people with disabilities are just that, people who are in the circumstance of having a disability, and we have to do things our own way because based on how our disabilities affect us and figure out, okay, if I'm going to do this activity, say washing the dishes, but my right arm is weak, like mine is, well, how am I going to wash the dishes with just one arm? Or how am I going to unload and reload the dishwasher with just one arm? Or if I have one weak arm and, weak knees or a bad back, how am I going to do that and make sure I don't fall and get hurt or and break the dishes? You know, how am I going to do that? Like, rethinking my methods and maybe if there's some assistive technology that I could use that could allow me to do that, well, where is it? Where can I find it? And how much does it cost so that I can, figure out what do I need and how do I get it? Where is it? And how much does it cost? Can I afford it? And things like that so that I can go and do the typical day to day tasks of daily life by myself because that's what a disability is, at least legally under the law in America, the Americans with Disabilities Act, which spells out, the rights of people with disabilities, says a disability is, at least legally speaking, any impairment that interferes with the activities of daily living. And it also spells out, discrimination and what, activities or actions or whatever fall beneath that. So that's what I'm trying to say, and that's why I'm writing this book to show my life story as one example so you can have a first hand account of what it's actually like to have a disability, not just the medical side, but the experience side, so that you can, because they're both sides of the same coin, and I want you to see both as opposed to just seeing one and thinking that that's all there is, because all the medical side can tell you is what a disability is, what it does internally, what causes it, and potential but not guaranteed external effects in life based on the internal effects, but those always vary person to person because we always, each individual person always overcomes different milestones in life, and we all, as individual human beings, have our own individual strengths and weaknesses and things we need to work on and ways of, overcoming those weaknesses based on what works best for each of us individually. So please, everyone, reach out to me, ask questions, leave comments, and I will gladly answer them in videos. Also, I'm hoping that I will be able to go live tomorrow here on YouTube at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to meet with me there and we will have a discussion. And I hope that I can continue that every week if possible and do the same thing. So I hope to see everyone there. Have a great day and please don't hesitate to reach out and join the conversation. Bye, everyone.